Hello everyone. Today I will be presenting about network design for a growing mobile workforce. The main theme of this is basically securing and enabling a mobile workforce with a theme for network redesign revisions from our previous weeks. The aim is to ensure that our current designs are fitted and designed to basically uh, accommodate all of our mobile workforce, especially our BYOD or bring your own device team. This is just a basic uh, structure, network architecture for our BYOD security enhancements. Of course, we have our internet and router that connects us to the outside world, and then our firewall, which will seclude us and secure us from basically any external threats. We will have our employee VLAN, of course, the switch, and of course the PCs. And we're going to have our guest VLANs, the switch as well as PCs as well, and then our servers, our DNS, and the web. This just, as I said, a basic network architecture to kind of envisage what that will look like for our growing mobile workforce. And part of that process, we want to incorporate a cloud-first policy. To implement this, we will again update our network diagram here using this already made diagram that we found on Cisco.com to basically kind of show how that updated diagram with cloud-based applications that are integrated into the network to ensure that all of our resources are available to authenticated users and also safe and secure from any external or even internal threats as well. We also want to create a secure and a seamless intranet that is a network that is within our own company that is completely used by those employees and of course our partners. Of course, we wanted that our intranet is of course secure for our communication and collaboration. We want to update the network diagram again to show the internet and its connections to the cloud resources and external partners, and this is all demonstrated in the Cisco diagram to the left. This again is a more advanced network architecture that demonstrates both the traditional LAN segmentation and the VLAN segmentation to show what is basically considered intranet based and what would be basically our extranet or basically the overall collaborative component. So we do have our traditional LAN segmentation to the left and our VLAN segmentation to the right to accommodate our BYD team as well as our growing mobile workforce. Part of this process is we want to encourage and of course have a zero trust model, security model. The reason for this is that we want to ensure that our resources are safe and secure irrespective of who has access to what. So that means we want to protect ourselves from internal and external threats. So a zero trust security model, as shown above, kind of demonstrates that and incorporates that checkpoints in each and every step of the way to ensure that our network and our services are available to our growing mobile force while workforce while being secure and safe from any threats, internal or external in nature. So we will to ensure that this new settings and new revisions and additions are working properly, we will ensure that we manage our network and monitor it real time, daily, and of course audit it as much as needed to ensure that everything is working rather smoothly. And this is basically a schematic to show that our proactive approach to network monitoring and management is basically real time and delivers on our security and safety goals. So when we piece them out together. The network management component, we will be dealing with things like configuration management, performance management, fault management, and security management. And each one of these network management components have some subsections as listed above to kind of detail what our main goal would be. So we're going to be ensuring that there's a centralized management of network device configuration so that everything is uniform and we're able to track and easily be able to troubleshoot any sort of like issues in our network. Our fault management time should be real time as well. Our security management, of course, we will implement policies that make sure that we have access control limited to only the people authorized to access certain things. Again, network management continues. We're also going to have change management, inventory management, policy, and compliance management as well. All of these are basically designed to ensure that our company is up to date on its security policies and everything that we set out to do to ensure that we are serving our growing mobile workforce while ensuring that our services and resources are saved from any sort of attacks. Now, when we look at the network monitoring part, as I kind of alluded to before, this will incorporate things like real-time network monitoring so that we're continuously monitoring our traffic and performance in real time. We're going to also look at alert and notifications. Part of this process is to ensure that if there's any disruption in any way, that we are aware of it in real time so that we can address it as soon as possible. We're going to also deal with traffic analysis. We will always be looking at things like deep packet inspection to analyze the content and flow of network traffic. We will also look at an identification of bandwidth intensive applications or potential security threats. Network monitoring continued. We're going to also check our bandwidth management, our device health monitoring, and user activity monitoring. All of this is to ensure that if there's any disruption or alteration in any way, that we are on top of it and ensure that our growing mobile workforce is up to date and are secure and our resources are accessible to only those that are authorized to utilize them. Moreover, we will look at the log management as well as wireless networking monitoring. And under log management, we will look at the collection and analysis of logs from our network devices, centralized log storage and correlation for incident investigation, compliance with login standards. Under wireless network monitoring, we'll look at monitoring the performance of our wireless networks. Of course, we will also look at the identification of rogue devices and potential security threats, spectrum analysis for interference detection as well. As part of this growing mobile network, we also want to ensure that our devices are well suited for scalability and future considerations. So we will ensure that our devices and our design, our architectural setup are designed so that we are able to easily adapt with changing or enlarging or expansion in the future. So we want to make sure that our architecture can accommodate the addition of new devices, new infrastructures, new softwares, all sort of things that can allow us to seamlessly scale and expand with no issues whatsoever. And to the left of this is basically a diagram that kind of showcases that, and that was taken from Cisco as well, to kind of give you a network design that has scalability and future considerations in mind. And these are the references from where I basically got my presentation. Thank you for listening.